I think a lot of people are getting ready to show out.
All right. I believe we are live. We're almost live. Oh my gosh. I can't believe we're here, dude. Holy crap.
I know.
Live.
Woke my girlfriend up this morning, tapped her on the shoulder. She looked over at me. I was like, why aren't you excited? I got the confused face and I'm like, it's football Sunday. I got my Tua jersey
It is. I got to put mine on. I'm not even going to lie.
And I got a surprise for everyone.
Oh, God. Let's see it. Uh-oh. Hurry up. Oh my gosh, Bandit is in a Dolphins jersey. Love it. I love it.
Oh boy, thank you.
I love it. That's awesome.
I love it too.
That is freaking awesome.
Hold it out.
I'm kind of jealous. My dog doesn't have one.
We can get him one.
Yeah, we can. So what are your favorite games this coming week? I mean, obviously got a ton.
Obviously, the Philly. The Philly and the Falcons game is going to be absolutely great. I think that's going to be a nicely high scoring game. I like the Detroit and the man. I'm not looking at the game scripts. I'm going off the top of my head, but Detroit and the San Francisco 49ers, because I think that's going to be another fun game to watch. And I've been pumping up Amon-Ra so much. This is my first chance to release. This is my first chance to see if I'm going to be right or wrong. I gotta pay attention to that. And then I'm interested in the Dolphins game because Mac Jones versus Tua, and obviously Dolphins fans.
Yep. Okay.
And then of course the Jets and Panthers game I think is going to be fun to watch. I don't think it's going to be the most amazing game of the week, but I do think it's going to be fun to watch. And I've loved the idea of Sam Darnold going against the Jets, proving them wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Obviously, I'm super stoked to see the Browns game, the Browns and Chiefs. That's going to be a fun one to watch. I mean, it could either be a snooze fest, or it could be like a freaking, like a shootout. But I'm kind of leaning more towards snooze fest or defense, not snooze fest, I guess, but defensive game. However, I am pretty excited for that one. I also am excited to see what Jameis does against the Green Bay Packers. I think that's going to be a really, really fun game to watch. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a good one. So, I mean, I think I'm just very glad that football's back.
Absolutely excited.
I think a part of me was gone. Like for a long time.
Yeah, it's like losing your best friend for 6 months out of the year, never having a chance to see them. Then they show up on a random Thursday night. You have the most amazing time with them. And then they're like, hey, I got to leave you. I got to leave you for another few days, but I'll be back. And they're back.
Yeah, I'll be back. They're finally back. Our best friends are finally back. And it's fun. It's good to be back. I know they are friends, I guess we can call them, are fun and good to be back. Excited. But as far as, all right, so obviously we've got Raheem Mostert is going to be the primary back with Trey Sermon out.
Absolutely.
What I mean, what do you think? What do you think the outcome for Raheem Mostert is? Do you think there's any room for JaMychal Hasty?
Actually, room for him, yes. Fantasy relevancy, no.
Okay, that's what I mean. Sorry, because we are a fantasy football show, John.
No, I understand. But you got, I mean, fantasy football is all about what happens in real life. So you got to understand if the guy gets in. And it only takes one play for someone to have a fantasy relevant day. If they're on the 80-yard or the 20-yard line and the guy breaks an 80-yard rush for a touchdown on one play, and that's the only play he sees, you should have still played that guy. But I do think that he gets in. Obviously, I don't think Mostert's going to carry the entire backfield by himself this week, especially if it does turn into a run-heavy game. I do just think that he's going to be someone that has an incredibly high ceiling as well as a super solid floor, and that he's someone that you're going to want to slate in if you've got him on any rosters. Now, we did get a
Yeah.
question on Twitter, Julio Jones or Raheem Mostert in the flex.
Oh, that's tough. I'm going with the floor. I think Raheem Mostert has a solid floor, but he also has a ton of upside. So I'm going to go Raheem Mostert, especially if you're in any form of PPR league. I mean, I understand that, Julio's wide receiver and all, but there could be a day where it could be a Derrick Henry day.
It could be a Derrick Henry day. It literally could. I mean, this is the first game we're going to see with Julio Jones in that offense. So we might only see Julio get 5-7 targets and 60 yards. We might just see a really solid day from him, being that it's not the pass-heavy offense that he's been used to. We still need to see how that offense rolls. And then knowing that Raheem's going to have such a huge day and so much opportunity just makes it really hard to not put him in there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Guys, if you're in or on the YouTube, make sure just all you got to do is comment in the comments and we will answer your start sit questions. Benjamin is out. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's not a big deal, but it is definitely interesting.
Is that another healthy scratch?
Shout out.
He was a healthy scratch all last season.
Yeah, coach's decision is what it says. So yeah, probably. Not a good sign. Shout out Mr. Fleming 1994. Being the newest subscriber to the Fantasy Tap on YouTube. We love that. So
welcome to the party.
All right, we've got another question. AJ Dillon or Michael Carter?
Is there an option for neither or anyone else?
He is the Trey Sermon and the Zach Moss shareholder. So both of them obviously are out.
Honestly,
sorry. I'm going to lean AJ Dillon.
I was going to say the same. I'm just a little worried, but
yeah, I mean, obviously it's not. I understand the Panthers game could be a blowout or not blowout, but a high scoring game. But I think the Packers game could be as well. So I'm gonna lean AJ Dillon. I think he could get some goal line work too. And out of the two, I'd bet more money that AJ Dillon gets in the end zone than Michael Carter. I think he has a higher chance of at least.
Hey, yeah, the problem for me that I agree. I think you should go AJ Dillon. The only hesitance I have is the fact that you're looking at AJ Dillon, who is the obvious number 2 in the backfield, versus a backfield that is a jumble of people that are just there.
Right.
If Michael, it's week 1, so it's hard to know, but I think the safest bet would be AJ Dillon this week. Michael Carter couldn't even see the field possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. 100%. So also, real quick, if you are watching on YouTube, please make sure that you like this video. That'd help us a lot, get out there, and things like that. We had a question earlier, in this morning. I just want to bring up, would you do this trade, John? He's got a pretty decent team around him. He's pretty stacked at wide receiver, or not stacked, but he has depth at wide receiver. But he got offered Saquon Barkley and Laviska Shenault in a full PPR league for Robert Woods and T. Higgins. His only backs that I could see, he didn't send me his entire roster, but the only backs that I could see were Nick Chubb and Tyson Williams. He's got Mike Evans. He's got Darnell Mooney. He's got Deontay Johnson. I say yes. It's not going to go through until after this week. So he won't have to worry about the limited touches. I mean, he might have to worry about limited touches going forward with Saquon Barkley, but I think they get him involved in the offense as quick as possible. So I said yes. I know you're not the biggest Saquon Barkley truther, but can
you repeat who he's getting again?
He's getting Saquon Barkley and Laviska Shenault.
And he's giving up
Robert Woods and T. Higgins.
Yeah, I would take that.
Yeah, I think it makes his team better.
Anytime you can get a high-end running back, Saquon. I don't love Saquon. Everyone knows that. But my dislove for Saquon is limited to the fact that he's not going to end up as a top 5 fantasy running back. It is not to say that he is not going to be someone that you can play almost on a must-start weekly basis after this week if he is healthy. So yeah, definitely taking that upside on the running backs is, running back position is so valuable.
Yep, 100%, 100%. So, also, I think that the Bengals offense could struggle, down the road or even pretty soon. So, but yeah, I mean, that's what we got. Do we have, I'm going to look up the inactives and stuff like that, pull that up because that should be out now.
Okay. Question though.
Let's hear it.
With Zach Moss out, what is your confidence levels with Devin Singletary or Matt Breida going into this week?
So I do think that Matt Breida actually is a pretty interesting flex, especially in a full PPR league. That would be interesting to me. We've seen it before where he is, he's fantasy relevant. We've seen Devin Singletary. I think you can throw him in a flex, but I don't think he's got the upside of Matt Breida. But to be honest, I'm kind of fading both of them. Going up against that Steelers defense, I think it's going to be a pass heavy day for a while, and I really don't think you're not going to be able to predict which one, Devin Singletary or Matt Breida. I don't think you're going to be able to predict which one goes off because I think they both have an equal shot.
Yeah, and I don't think either of them are the most secure options, even if they were the single back in that backfield. So I've actually been sticking fully away from Singletary in any of my lineups that I've been doing. I don't have him in any of my leagues, but DFS still staying away from him.
Right.
Let me see what his value on FanDuel is right now. It's just because I have that up.
Okay.
It's
I messed up.
5,300.
Well, that's not bad. What's it on DraftKings?
I don't have DraftKings up right now because I didn't have money on there.
All right, I'll check it out because you know what? I messed up, John. I messed up big time. Yeah. So I thought it'd be smart to put 20 entries into my lineup or into DraftKings without actually having all the lineup set. So I did like a 25-cent game and I put 19 entries or 20 entries in and because of that, I have 19 left to fill in 40 minutes.
Well, Mike, let's do it.
Let's freaking do it.
Let's do it. We'll take questions as we go along, but let's help you build some lineups.
All right.
Now, obviously, if you watched any of our DFS show, there's some players that me and Hugh both really liked, and he wasn't hot on him, but I really like Jalen Hurts this week on DraftKings. Trying to see if I have my lineup built. I didn't save the one I did on DraftKings.
Yeah, he's 5,400, isn't he?
6,400 if I remember correct. He was solid. James Robinson's a great play. He's 6,000, I believe. And James Robinson 6,400. Jalen Hurts is at 6,400. And then obviously Raheem Mostert. The problem with Raheem Mostert in one league, if you put him in, is everyone's going to be playing him this week.
Right.
So he could be a really secure pick if you want to just, make sure you're staying in that grouping, and then you just need someone else that's a little off the chalk that's going to go off to push you up. What are you looking at?
I think so. Right now, I have Jameis Winston. My lineup right now is Jameis Winston. Where is it? Sorry, Jameis Winston, James Robinson, Raheem Mostert. I've got my wide receivers are Keenan Allen, Brandon Ayuk, AJ Green, and the Broncos defense with Logan Thomas and Travis Kelce in the flex.
AJ Green, really?
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. I'm not, like I said, that's why I'm not on the DFS show.
Mm.
So because I honestly just kind of pick and choose. I don't have a method for my
Your meth-free madness.
madness. So, it is what it is. But
Let's put it
I
this way: you get 20. You get 20 lineups, right?
yeah,
That's one of them. If that's your lineup. Hey, if AJ Green goes off, that's your guy off the chalk.
right.
Not a lot of people are going to be playing him. If AJ Green ends up going for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, you probably will be a top 10 finisher. So I like that. I'm not gonna lie. What if you played around with your flex and your tight end on that situation? What if you put Waller or Kelsey in there for this week, and then see what kind of high end flex player you can pull off, and then take Logan
Yeah,
Thomas
I
out,
could.
unless you prefer Logan Thomas.
And that's kind of what I was thinking. I do like Logan Thomas this week with no Curtis Samuel there,
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. So I do think that it could be he could have a solid week. But I don't know if I'm banking on it per se.
I
Well,
gotcha.
I actually I am, because he's my start of the week. But I don't think that playing Travis Kelce in my flex is like I'm not getting the biggest bang for my buck, because I think, like you said, I could switch out somebody
You
like
put him at your
for a wide
yeah.
receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And get somebody around that same. I'm trying to figure out how to edit each entry, but I'm not very good at this.
I
Is
believe there is a reserve. If you hit the reserve button when you're building a team, right next to the enter, it'll copy your team, and then you can import it, and then from there you can just make your edits.
because I think
You
I
want to?
submitted the 20 different lineups, or every lineup is the same lineup, or every
Oh,
entry is the same lineup.
so now you're just gonna have to go through each one and edit them
Exactly.
accordingly.
Exactly. So maybe I have to do it on my phone. Oh, let's just write them down. We'll write them down. Because that's gonna be fun to do later.
Are you worried about Austin Eckler at all today with the injury coming up?
Austin Eckler? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I mean, it stinks. Mate, you should probably temper expectations a little bit, but I think it'll be a fine play. I mean, I'm not benching him. That's for sure. Are you?
No, hell no. I'm excited for him. I think he's gonna be fine. Chris Godwin had the hamstring injury or the quad injury. Came out, looked beautiful. Mike Evans looked like trash, and I think he's gonna be great this
He'll
week.
be fine. He'll be
Will he though?
fine. All right.
Will
Oh,
he
shoot.
though?
It's easier to do on the app. All right. Let's go. I'm taking everybody out. All right. Let's start with my quarterback. Let's take all these guys out. All right. Let's start with my quarterback. First entry, we're building. We'll go Jalen Hurts, because he is my QB start of the week. Love that pick.
Let's do a
As
whole
far
start of the week team.
as okay, Raheem Mostert is my
And
starting
James
running back.
Robinson.
And okay, sounds like my other lineup, but hey, I got a different quarterback. It's okay.
There you go.
Let's go first wide receiver. First wide receiver. My starting wide receiver is Brandon Ayuk. We're definitely I'm pretty sure my other one, James Robinson, Raheem Mostert, Brandon Ayuk, Logan Thomas. All those guys are starts of the week for us. All right, let's see here. Where is Brandon Ayuk? There he is. All right, Brandon Ayuk. Who's your start of the week wide receiver?
I want
know it off the top of your head?
I should, but I there's more than one receiver I like the most. I don't think I did Terry.
No, you didn't do Terry.
I did not do Terry. That makes sense. Was it? It wasn't LaVisca. No, that was my streamer.
Yeah, that's your stream of the week. I have mine all written down right here.
See, I do not, and that's my hesitation here. I will pull that up.
All right, you do that. While you do that, I'm going to fill in my tight end start of the week. That is Logan Thomas. So I'm just gonna do that. Pretty much the only thing I'm changing right now is Matt Ryan or Jameis Winston and Jalen Hurts. Outside of that, let's see. All right, so I've got my 4 starts in there. My favorite defense this week, I have the Giants, so I'm gonna go with the Giants defense. That is different from my last lineup. And my flex spot, I still have 2 more wide receivers. Just waiting on John's. But while I do that,
I
I'll
don't have
fill
mine.
in my
Was it Keenan
other.
Allen? I didn't save it, to
I
be
don't think
honest.
I don't think it was Keenan Allen.
Oh man.
Oh well, yeah, not a good look, John. Not a good look.
I didn't
I'm
save
gonna
it.
throw. It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna throw Russell Gage in there. Keep it cheap. So now I have a pretty solid amount. I have 12,000 left. I can spend up to 6K per person because I have a wide receiver and a flex. I'm going to throw Robbie Anderson in, my
Oof.
third wide receiver, as the upside guy, with Russell Gage. I think that could be a high scoring game, revenge game for Sam Darnold. And then for my flex, I have 6,300. I can go anywhere from Najee Harris down, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson. I might go Deontay. Juju, Joe Mixon, DJ Moore, Miles Gaskin, Jarvis Landry, Chris Carson, kind of like Chris Carson. He typically balls out in the beginning of the year. Any input here, John?
At 6,400 on DraftKings.
6,300 or less. I've got Najee
60
Harris, Deontay Johnson, Kittle,
Yeah, I'm
Juju,
looking at it now.
Mixon.
Honestly, I like Najee. I think Najee has a big day. I think he gets involved a lot. If you wanted to be really, really different, you could even go Joe Mixon right here, and that'd be a super risky play. But Joe Mixon has popped off prior to injuries. That is something. DraftKings is full PPR though. Is there anyone on your team that you're not comfortable with that you would take an upgrade at? Because there's some players down here that are cheap that I like more than some of these guys that are more expensive.
I mean, I could, but remember, I got 18 more.
All right. Well, in
I'm gonna
that
throw
case, I would
Najee
just
in
go
there.
Najee. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw Najee in there. Boom. That is one. Joey Mraz, what is up, son? Thank you for joining us.
Up?
Love you. Make sure if you're listening on YouTube, smash that like button. It really, really help us. We love you. We love you. We love you. All right. Next one. Let's get to the next one. Do we have any questions right now?
I do not believe so.
All right.
Let me see.
So I got that one. Boom. Next lineup. Deleting all these players. Let's see. All right, John, give me a guy. Give me a quarterback.
Tua.
Tua.
Yeah, why not?
All right, Tua. He's gonna be cheap. 54. Oh, not. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. 5,400.
He's pretty cheap for a quarterback.
Yep, Tua. All right. Is that because you're wearing a Tua jersey? I'm wearing a Dolphins hat. We got to do that.
You got to do one. I mean, you get 20 lineups. Go pretty solid with the rest of it. Running backs though, get a little weird here. Let's go high end running back. This is gonna be your weird roster. Let's go.
Let's do it.
If you want to, here I'm gonna build this one along with you so I can keep up. So we're gonna go Tua. Then we're gonna go. I think someone that's gonna have a huge game regardless of how game script goes is gonna be Dalvin Cook. Very expensive. Yep. I think Alvin Kamara is another really good running back, and no matter how the game script goes, is very solid. Oh, you're going both?
I'm going both, baby. I'm going both. We're spending up here. We got a lot of money to spend.
Let's go to the defense.
We're gonna have to go cheap. All right,
let's go to the defense instead of cheap defense. One cheap defense that I think could just be halfway decent this week. The Jags are there. They're the cheapest ones. The Dolphins aren't much lower, aren't much more expensive. But if Tua pops off, then more than likely the Patriots are scoring a lot on us. So you're not going to want to
Yep.
stack those together. Over in your tight end.
KBKC, what is up, son?
Over in your tight
man?
end on DraftKings, Kyle Pitts is only 4,400. And he's the 8th tight end available.
All right. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're going there. We're going there. Kyle Pitts. All right. I need 3 wide receivers and a flex. I've got 49.50 average per person left, so we got to go cheap. Let's start out real low. Let's start out low.
Tyrell
Michael
Williams,
Pittman's only 4,100.
Oh.
All right, I'm throwing Michael Pittman in there because he's only 4,100. I like that.
AJ Green's down there too. I wouldn't do that though. I really think here you should go someone that's going to be consistently getting targeted. Jerry Jeudy's 4,800. Where does he go? Tyrell Williams is in there for 4,400.
T. Higgins is pretty low. He's at 4,700.
T. Higgins is at 4,700.
He's actually lower than Jamar Chase. Yeah.
Yeah. Corey Davis is there as well. Laviska Shenault at 5,000.
Let's go Corey. Let's go Corey Davis.
Russell Gage is only 5,300. But you went Kyle
Corey
Pitts.
Davis. Yeah, I went Kyle Pitts. Been up since 7 a.m. Yes, sir. I am feeling that same. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that. I've been up for a while now. We were answering Twitter questions earlier.
10:30.
Yeah, I know. You were freaking woo.
Sleep in.
Bro, we got 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes till game time, baby. First game. Sir. Let's go.
All right. So I'm saying how many slots do you have left?
I've got 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. Currently, my wide receivers are Corey Davis, Michael Pittman. I'm thinking about T. Higgins. I kind of like Tyra Williams. I kind of like Cole Beasley for 4,400.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna go T. I think that's I think that's a steal. 4,700. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't know. I'm not a DFS guy.
Who do you think is going to be the Dolphins' leading receiver?
I want Waddle. I kind of want to do a Waddle to a stack.
I was going to say, if you're doing quarterback, you're going to want to stack them at this point just because you're taking the long shot on the quarterback and he's got to, who's his number 1 target going to be? So you're riding it on if his day is good, this roster is good. If his day is bad, this roster is probably trash.
Right. So let's throw Waddle in there. He's got that big playability.
So you went T. Higgins and Waddle?
Yeah, I went T. Higgins, Waddle, Pittman, Corey Davis. I have 2,500 left. I can trade somebody out.
Should I trade out Corey Davis?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Now I can put in up to $7,100. It's AJ Brown, Keenan Allen, Julio, Tyler Lockett, Terry Mack.
I like Keenan Allen out of that group. I like Aaron Jones out of that group. I like Clyde Edwards out of that group. James Robinson, I like. Najee, I like.
Waddle in my one. See, I wouldn't have put Waddle in my wide receiver spot, and in that wide receiver spot, and I wouldn't have even looked at the running back. Hey, this is why I don't play this. Nick Chubb is there, but it could go away. We're going for upside. Let's throw AJ Brown in that. Let's throw AJ Brown. Use up pretty much all my money. Yeah. He's got huge, big play upside.
You don't think someone like Keenan Allen versus Washington?
I think that Washington defense could do some damage. I think AJ Brown's ceiling is a little higher, higher than even with Julio there.
And yeah, with Julio and Henry, you think that the ceiling's higher than what Keenan Allen's ceiling could be?
I think so. I think AJ. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
say the Washington defense isn't a problem, and Herbert has time to sit in the pocket and light him up. I think he outscores.
You got to remember. Chase Young is gonna break the sack record. He's starting today, baby.
Yeah. You better start out with like 4 or 5.
He could do it. He could do it.
It's
All
possible,
right, you know,
but probably.
we'll appease you, John. We'll go Keenan Allen.
No. It's your lineup. It's not my money.
Nope.
You put in
Nope.
AJ Brown.
It's already in there. It's already in.
All right,
It's already
submit.
in. Submitted. Boom. That is a
Boom.
big boomer bust lineup. KBKC said he likes the Browns with the Washington football team. I like Brown. Oh. He's saying I like Brown against Washington football team. Yeah, see, he agrees with me. Wait, hold on.
Keenan Allen's playing Washington.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm sorry.
KBKC, explain.
Yeah, explain, please.
Explain it.
Let's see. Did you see that the Houston Texans asked for a combination of 6 players or draft picks for Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, they were asking for 3 first, up to 2 seconds, and a veteran player.
Yeah, that's crazy, son.
They're
crazy. If
minus
you
the
are
legal
new to this
allegations,
channel,
oops, you're good. I was gonna say minus the legal allegations.
yeah,
that's a valuable. There's value there.
It is. Hey, John, because you're coming over to my house in a bit after this live stream, I just want to let you know. Did you see that TikTok craze with the cream cheese?
Smoked cream
cheese or whatever it is. Smoked cream cheese. I'm making it right now. It's on the Traeger as I speak.
Nice.
So excited for that. John made like 16 different
No.
sauces.
I made 4 sauces and 1 spread rub.
Spread rub. I love it when you never mind.
When I spread rub
he likes De'Ami Brown, the Washington football. That's what he. Okay. Yep. De'Ami Brown. All right. Well, let's throw De'Ami Brown in there. Let's throw De'Ami Brown in a lineup. I kind of personally, I mean, yeah. Well, there we go. Fitzpatrick, De'Ami. I like Adam Humphries a little bit more than De'Ami Brown, but just because he's a rookie, there's already connection there. But let's go with KBKC's guy, De'Ami Brown. Next wide receiver, Michael Thomas. I mean, he's pretty expensive, right?
Rather expensive for what his opportunity is going to be this week.
I'm going another all upside. I threw Laviska Shenault in there. And I'm going to throw. Oh, let's see who else. DJ Moore. I'll throw DJ Moore in there.
Yes,
Moore. Sir, Hugh. Ooh. Let's go football. Yeah, I know.
We like football.
I like him. This week is good. This week I think he's got a big ceiling.
Who's that?
I've got a lot of money. DJ Moore.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jets.
Just in the game, just game script and stuff like that. I mean,
could go a solid direction.
It is a lot of pressure on you, KBKC, but I do have like 17 more lineups to set, so it's all right. Don't worry. If I don't make it in this one, honestly, I won't even remember. So, but if you make me a couple $1,000s, I will always remember.
Always remember.
Let's go Myles Gaskin, and I like Chris Carson. So I'm going to stack those guys there. I'm going to go high at tight end because I have a lot of money. I got a lot of money. I'm going to go. Who do you think finishes as the tight end 1 on the week?
TJ Hawkinson.
Huh?
TJ Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson. All right. I'm going to go Travis Kelce.
That's fine.
Oh man. I still have 5,100 and I still flex in a defense. What are you guys' thoughts on Terrace Marshall? I like Terrace. I think he's a sneaky guy this week. Similarly to, De'Ami, and Elijah Moore, because Jamison Crowder's not playing. I think that he could have a sneaky upside. similarly to those guys, but at the same time, I think that his floor is a 0 point game, a goose egg.
Yeah, I think he's highly touchdown dependent this week. Like if he gets involved, I don't think he's going to be seeing a bunch of targets every drive or anything like that. I do think that he's going to be someone that if he has a big day, it's going to come on a big touchdown play with the size and frame that he has. So I'm not slotting him in unless it's an extremely deep league that I didn't pay money for. But he is someone that I have in all my dynasty leagues have been trying to make offers for and everything else. I really like him.
All right. All right. I kind of like this lineup. Hugh Miles said sleeper for DFS is MVS, so lock it in, he said. And then we got a question from Bars in the Tuck. Good afternoon and happy football. Happy football, Bars in the Tuck. 2 QB league. Hurts locked in. Yes. Hurts locked in. Do I go Burrow with a Higgins stack or Carson Wentz with the rushing upside? John, I'm going to let you take that away.
I'm taking the Wentz stack there. And it's not even the rushing upside for me. It's the game script that could
no
possibly
stack,
happen there.
He doesn't.
No stack as well. But basically what I'm getting at is there's a chance the Seahawks come out and really just start blowing up like they did in the beginning of last season. And the only way the Colts are going to be, which is a team that's trying to make it in the playoffs this year, trying to make it to the Super Bowl, they're a competitive team. The only way they're going to keep up is by responding with big plays and big arms, and which is why I really like Michael Pittman a lot this week. I'm scared for Burrow. I'm afraid how that game goes. I think the Vikings could take a lead, and that defense, which last season looked not very good, but the Vikings defense is very well stacked with talent. Last season was just a fluke, in my opinion, and I don't want to throw Burrow in up there right away.
Yeah. I unfortunately, originally I was going to agree with you, John, but I don't think we're going to help the guy out. I think we're going to disagree. I'm going to take the upside with the Burrow Higgins stack. I think with the offense, he could rely on Joe Mixon this week. He's going to have to get the ball out quick. I like stacking the Higgins and Burrow. And yeah, Miles just said it. Garbage time too for them. It could get ugly there.
It could.
And he could be airing the ball out. I think I'm going to stick with Burrow, so I don't think we helped him out. He did ask, who's the better dart throw, Djax, AJ Green, or Lazard? I'm all over AJ Green this week. I think he's that wide receiver 2 on that team.
Dart throw, I'd say AJ Green. Again, same thing. Yeah. Wide receiver 2 on that team. I think Lazard could be the only other person that might sneak into that spot.
Okay. But yeah. I mean, that I agree with that. Love AJ Green this week as a dart throw. And then lastly, would you trade CEH, Damian Harris, and Brandon Ayuk for Michael Thomas, CMC, and Jalen Reagor?
Yes.
I'm taking that trade. I know you have one. CEH still has a little bit of an ankle problem potentially. I don't think that I think it's going to be rough. It could be rough today for him. I think Ramondre Stevenson, even with the dislocated thumb, could kind of knock on that door later on in the season and potentially take the spot, or get or take over, whatever, or cut into it. And then I do like Ayuk. I love Ayuk this year, but I love CMC. And I think if you make this trade, it'll set you up for the end of the season. I know we're not, I know you got to win games between now and then. But as long as you also have to be comfortable with your roster without Mike Thomas. So I think you make that trade as long as you're comfortable. So he would pair him with Zeke, DK, and Higgins. Yeah, I am definitely taking that. We appreciate it. Bars in the Tuck. Thank you for all those questions. That's awesome. KBKC said, are you guys starting Amon-Ra St. Brown in DFS? John, you take it away. This is your guy.
No, not unless it's a 20 roster league and I just want to have one shot at him. I don't think that it's going to be a week where it's too early to see what he actually does for that offense, and to take a shot on him and pour money, just not worth it to me. And like Miles is saying over here, Jamal Williams is going to suck up targets. Hawkinson's going to suck up targets, and Tyrell Williams is slated to be that team's number one wide receiver. And it's not like Amon-Ra is this giant monster receiver that's a huge red zone threat that is just going to tower over everyone and just be a jump ball player. So it's a wait and see on his whole usability in DFS at least.
Yeah, I think if you're building if you're like John said, if you're like me and decided to put 20 freaking teams together, throw him in one. But I don't think that he's gonna be a boom or bust guy, and I don't think if you do what is it called, GPP, like tournaments like that, big tournaments, he might be a guy you play in there in one or two spots, but you're definitely not playing him in like any 50-50 cash games or whatever they are.
No, no reason.
So, yeah, thanks for all the questions, guys. Hey, listen, we got 9 minutes till football, baby, kickoff.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe we're here. So, what else? What else, John? Oh, let me see. I'm gonna find the inactives real quick. John, entertain the people while I do that.
Well, I need you to entertain me as well. I do have a question. If you need help with two of these running backs, or I'm sorry, start two of the three, Mostert, Carson, and Chubb. Don't know if they're talking PPR. Don't know if they're talking half point PPR. So let's just assume it's half point.
Half point, Mostert, Carson, Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sitting Chubb. So I really think it's between Mostert and Carson. And that's hard. I think I'm still. I think I'm taking Mostert.
I'm playing Mostert.
Yeah, I mean, I know and he is my start of the week. My only concern is they get up too quickly, and they don't use him enough, to where I want him to get in the end zone early. That's really what I want, for him. That way we know he scored. He can potentially get some garbage time running if they get up big, but I don't know if they'll actually use him. They want it because he does have an injury history. That's my only concern, but I am going Mostert, Chubb in that situation. And Hugh agrees. Thank you, Hugh. Guys, listen, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, please. And then make sure you like this video. It would really, like I said, really help. We really appreciate it, guys. And thank you all for tuning in. And we still got a few minutes, but thank you all. We really appreciate it. Here we go. NFL.
Are you playing Saquon Barkley at all this week? The person that asked this, backup options are Melvin Gordon and Kenyon Drake.
So it's Saquon or Melvin Gordon or Kenyon Drake?
Essentially, yeah. And what are your general takes on playing Saquon this week?
I know he's banged up, or not banged up, going to be limited, according to them, going up against a good defense. I think I'm just going to stick with him, though, in this case in point. They might have to use him a ton. They might have to use him more than they want to be honest. They might be put in that position too. So he's by far their best player on their team. And I know he's coming off the knee injury and it's a long season and things like that. But, you drafted the guy to be the starter, and, you knew this coming in. So I think you stick with that. I know John likes Gordon. I think Javonte Williams does take a solid share this week. That's actually one of the running back situations I'm really excited to see, is that. So what do you think, John?
You said it. I think Melvin Gordon's the safer play here. Like we said, we're talking about someone that could be on a snap count in New England or New York this week. They're a team that's going to be wanting to stay competitive and to keep him healthy. He's going to be their primary offensive weapon, and they're going to need him to be there whenever possible. So I don't think they get into that situation where they're just forcing the ball to him. And then I do think that Melvin Gordon is someone that's going to have a very solid role this week. I don't think the rookie Javonte is running right in and taking away a sizable chunk of that backfield already. I do think that it's obviously coming, but we're still talking about rookies. I still feel like there's a lot of rookie buzz this season, and everyone's expecting these guys to jump right in because we're seeing it happen with some of these quarterbacks.
Right.
But I think we need to temper our expectations and not expect what we had last season with the rookie guys coming right in and playing huge roles. It's still a wait and see for me for most of them, especially if they're in a committee field.
All right. There you go. Real quick, inactives. Eno Benjamin is out for the Arizona Cardinals. Could help, James Conner or Chase Edmonds a little bit. I mean, nothing crazy, but let's see. Josh Reynolds is inactive for the Tennessee Titans. I think that helps Ferksker a lot. Be a little more valuable this week. As far as the Philadelphia Eagles, Gardner Minshew is inactive, and Landon Dickerson, their offensive lineman. So, Hurts won't have that young guy breathing down his neck. The Atlanta Falcons inactive, Wayne Gallman, and John's guy, Felipe Franks. Not like it really matters, but sorry, John.
It's okay. I didn't expect him to play this year anyways.
Yeah. Let's see. Pittsburgh inactive, Dwayne Haskins. Okay. Nakello Witherspoon, that new cornerback they signed. I know. Brad was pretty high on him. So, glad that they added him. So that could be good news for Gabe Davis. Maybe he's a sneaky DFS tournament play this week. Obviously, Zach Moss, we heard about it. He's out. Moving to the Minnesota Vikings, Christian Darrisaw is out. That new offensive lineman, is he hurt? I forget
sure
if he's hurt or not.
Mike, I'm going to have to let you finish up these inactives for the next 4 minutes. I've got to just do a couple things before I get over to your barbecue. So,
okay. All right. Well, I will.
I don't want to be too late. I gotta watch the game, bud.
Yeah. Thanks, John. I will see you in a few minutes. I'm going to finish these inactive up. Hugh, good luck to you. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm going to finish these inactives up. Then we're going to get going. Because we got 3 minutes till kickoff, baby. You can't see me, but I'm doing a little happy dance with my feet. Cincinnati Bengals, Trey Waynes, not really a big deal. He's a cornerback. Obviously, San Fran, 49ers, Trey Sermon, he is inactive. He is a healthy scratch. So Raheem Mostert, baby, maybe JaMychal Hasty later on in the game. But let's see, Detroit Lions inactives, Kadero Hodge. Okay, not big a deal. Seattle Seahawks, we've got Jake Luton and Alex Collins. So the running back, Alex Collins, is out, inactive. Colts, we've got Eric Fisher, the tackle's out. Kind of knew that going in. Xavier Rhodes on the defense. Chargers inactive. Joshua Kelly. I think this speaks volumes to Larry Roundtree, in my opinion. Austin Eckler, already a little banged up. Maybe you just sneak out. He was 0.7% owned earlier. John's not big on this, but he's not here, so don't tell him. But I kind of like picking up Larry Roundtree potentially for later on. Oh, crap. What else? Nobody out for Kyle Allen's out for the football team. Josh Adams, Michael Pirine are both inactive for the Jets. Keelan Cole is also inactive. Shai Smith for the Panthers. Jacksonville, we've got Jacob Hollister is inactive. Houston, Brevin Jordan, the tight end there, that new tight end. Obviously, Deshaun Watson and Anthony Miller are both inactive. And that is it. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you like this video. We'd really appreciate it. And we will see you next week here live at noon. We will be live from Dolphin Stadium. We're going to be doing a live for about 30 minutes there. We're going to be tailgating. I have season tickets to the Dolphins, so we'll be there a few games this year, actually. And very excited to do that out front of the Dolphin Stadium, answering your start sit questions. Anyways, guys.